Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Lecture number 27. Okay, students, I told you before to download GW Basic. Have you? आप लोगों के पास इस वक्त बेसिक अवेलेबल है? वालेकुम अस्सलाम नवाल. बेटा आप लोगों के पास इस वक्त बेसिक अवेलेबल है GW Basic? Okay, very good, Nawal. And others? Okay, I'm going to unmute you. Please talk to me and tell me what happened with the basic. You can unmute yourself now. Unmute yourself. Arham Ali Khan, Abdullah Hassan, do you have basic in your computers? Muhammad Hasnain, Salman, hurry up. Hassan, Shayan. It's very easy, Abdullah. It's not difficult. Check different websites. It's convenient to download basic from net. Okay, today we'll start from logic and program, flowchart and basic program. So first of all, before starting the program, we must know that what is the program and program logic. The program is a series of instructions, as we discussed it yesterday as well, that it is a series of instruction arranged in a prescribed order, that which step is going to be performed first and then second and then third. It's arranged in a prescribed order to solve a problem called a program, right? And logic, what is the logic? Why the program is made? What is the logic behind it? It is a method or technique to process a program in which user write program with reasons, techniques and method is known as the program logic, right? The best program is one which has the fast execution, like easy to execute and fast to access, and easily changeable logics according to the environment, right? The best program is the one which has the fast execution. What is the meaning of execution? Means to display. It takes less time to execute a program. In basic, we have very less time for the execution. Program and logic, when the input is given for processing and the output is delivered by the computer, right? Retrieve the data from a peripheral device or communication channel. Here again, RAM mein the processing is done. You can add, subtract, multiply or divide any two numbers. We have already performed this practical in our in class 8th. Compare, match any two items of data, right? Compare them and copy any characters of data from one location to another. Now all this processing is done in RAM, and first input processing is done in RAM and the output is delivered. Transfer data to a peripheral device or communications channel. This is the program and program logic, right? The next step is to draw the flow chart of any program. When we make a program, before that a flow chart, a graphical representation is necessary, right? It shows that what comes first, second, third and used to. Flowchart is a visual representation, a graphical representation of the sequence of the instructions. Like first you have to start the program, what input is given, which processing has been done in the CPU or RAM, or what is the output. Analyzing, designing, documentation, managing a process or program. So flowchart is a graphical representation. So before making the programs, we must draw the flowchart of that particular program, right? And these are the flowchart symbols. A flowchart's blocks shows different states of the process. Like this is the start and ending symbol. It could be oval or circle, right? This is the process symbol. It is a rectangle. This is the decision symbol. That is diamond box. It is known as the diamond box, right? This is diamond box decision symbol when the decision is need to be taken. Process rectangle when the processing is done, like a is equal to 2 plus 3, yes, 20 divided by 5. These all processing is represented in this rectangle box. And these are the start symbol. When you start a program, you give this symbol, and when you end the program, you give this symbol. And this is the example of flowchart. Lamp doesn't work. Now, this is the example from your daily life. Lamp doesn't work. Whether lamp plugged in, there is a decision, yes or no. Yes, lamp plugged in, there is a condition of no. If no, plug in the lamp. And if yes, check the second option, that bulb burned out. क्या तो बल्ब आपका आउट ऑफ ऑर्डर है या लैम्प प्लग्ड इन नहीं है. दो कंडीशंस है. फर्स्ट कंडीशन इज लैम्प प्लग्ड इन, यानी लैम्प आपका प्लग्ड इन है या नहीं है. अगर कंडीशन नो है, नो की कंडीशन में क्या होगा, प्लग इन द लैम्प. एंड इफ द कंडीशन इज यस, देन चेक द अदर कंडीशन, बल्ब बर्न आउट, क्या बल्ब आउट ऑफ ऑर्डर है. If yes, this is the condition of yes, replace the bulb, right? And this is the condition of no, like ये condition भी नहीं है, ये भी नहीं है, then the final output is repair the lamp. This is the last option, last it is the conclusion, you can say, right? This is the problem. The problem is given to the decision box. Decision box suggests whether the condition is yes or no. In case of no, plug in the lamp. In case of yes, check the other condition. अगर ये condition यहीं true हो जाती है, like plug in the lamp, अगर lamp plugged in नहीं था, यही condition ये यहाँ true हो जाती है, and you plugged in the lamp, the program ends here, right? The program ends here. There is no need to go to the second condition. If in the condition of no, when the condition is no, the second option will be considered. कि bulb को हम check करेंगे whether it is in order or out of order. In the condition of yes or no, if the bulb burned out, yes, replace the bulb. And if no, then repair the lamp. This is a problem, and this is the flow chart of that problem, that lamp doesn't work. Is that clear? Any confusion? Any condition no, in yes and no condition, in yes and no condition, we give what are you saying, Nawal? When the condition is given, it is given in the decision box. And when the yes or no condition is given, if the second option is again the condition, decision box will be given. If second option is not given, then it will end here and the rectangle box will be given. Clear? Okay. Now we'll move toward GW Basic. For every program, you need to make a flowchart. I am going to start first program today, and before that program, we'll draw the flowchart of that program. Take your copies with you. GW Basic have two modes, direct mode and indirect mode, right? I'll explain what is direct mode and what is indirect mode. See, if I'm working on direct mode, like I'll use the keyword of any basic keyword like print. It is not case sensitive. You can give any case, uppercase or lowercase. Enter. It will print Ali. Have you seen? मैंने एक बेसिक कीवर्ड दिया प्रिंट और उसके बाद मैंने कोटेशन मार्क्स में दिया अली, तो वो अली प्रिंट हो गया, ठीक है। लेकिन अगर मैं इसको लाइन नंबर के साथ दूंगी, लाइन नंबर 10, राइट, तो क्या आएगा, लाइन नंबर के बाद मुझे F2 करना पड़ेगा, रन करना पड़ेगा। F2 जब मैं रन करूँगी तो ये आपके पास रिजल्ट आएगा। अब आप ज़रा मुझे ये बताइए कि इसमें डिफरेंस क्या है दोनों में, ये इस ऑप्शन में और इस ऑप्शन में डिफरेंस क्या है, मुझे दोनों का डिफरेंस बताइए। यहाँ भी मैंने अली प्रिंट किया है, यहाँ भी अली प्रिंट किया है, बट व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन दीज टू? Hurry up. You can unmute yourself and give me the answer. Arham Ali, what is the difference? Minhal, what is the difference? Yes, Minhal, the difference is line number. And Arham? Hamad, you are late in the class. Alishba, because we have to first write it and then we have to press F2 key. And second one, it is printed with the line number. It's right, but the main difference is the mode difference. This is direct mode, right? This is direct mode and this is indirect mode. Program always written in indirect mode, right? Programs are always written in indirect mode and usually run by F2 key. Clear? Programs are written in indirect mode. Programs are always written in indirect mode. This is indirect mode and this is direct mode, right? Now write the definition of basic first in your copy. Make it write GW basic on your title page and start writing the definition. Hurry up quickly. Basic is a high level language. Give the heading of basic. Give the heading of basic. Are you all ready? Yes, class, yes or no? Are you all ready or not? Okay, basic. Basic is a high level language. Basic is a high level language. It stands for Beginner's All Purpose Symbolic Instruction Code. Basic is a high level language. Stands for Beginner's All Purpose Symbolic Instruction Code. Raise your hands if you're done. Good. BASIC is a high-level language, stands for Beginner's All-Purpose Symbolic Instruction Code. Yes, BASIC, Hamad, BASIC stands for Beginner's All-Purpose Symbolic Instruction Code. First stop, as it is a high-level language, as it is a high-level language, as it is a high-level language, it needs a translator as it is a high-level language. ठीक है शायान, मैं लिंक शेयर कर लूँगी, ठीक है? मैं अभी सर्च करती हूँ जहाँ से मैंने डाउनलोड किया, वही लिंक आप लोगों से शेयर कर लूँगी. As it is a high-level language, comma, it needs a translator. It needs a translator. It needs a translator to translate into machine language. It needs a translator to translate into machine language. Again, I'm repeating the sentence. As it is a high-level language, comma, it needs a translator to translate into machine language. Raise your hands. Nalishba, not done. Abdullah Hassan. Minhal. As it is a high-level language, comma, it needs a translator to translate into machine language. Right? There are two modes of BASIC. There are two modes of BASIC. It's written in the slide. Modes of BASIC. One is direct mode and the second one is indirect mode. The modes of BASIC are number one, direct mode, and number two is indirect mode. Indirect mode, you need to write one line that indirect mode commands are executed without line numbers. In direct mode, commands are executed without line numbers, and in indirect mode, programs are written. In indirect modes, commands and programs are written. In indirect mode, programs are written. ठीक है, अभी मैंने आपके साथ शेयर किया बेसिक स्क्रीन पे कि किस तरह से हम डायरेक्ट और इनडायरेक्ट मोड को रिकग्नाइज करेंगे कि ये डायरेक्ट मोड, दिस इज द डायरेक्ट मोड एंड दिस इज योर इनडायरेक्ट मोड, राइट? So now the next one is basic character size. These are the examples of some characters which are different from the normal which are using in your mathematics. Like slash sign is given in basic for division symbol. This caret sign is given for the power, like 8 caret 2 means. In indirect mode, programs are written. Alishba, yes, only one line. There is one line that in indirect mode, programs are written. Okay. Okay, this symbol indicates that you are giving power to 8, right? This indicates that 2 is to the power 8 is 8 with the power 2, right? This symbol is used for multiplication in basic. In basic, when you calculate something, you are giving asterisk sign, not multi. There is no multiply sign here. Function keys, there are different function keys for different functions, like F1 is to list the program and F2 is to run the program, F3 is to load a program, F4 is to save a program, and so on, right? Okay, variables. What are the variables? Variables are the symbols or alphabet. These are three examples. In these three examples, which are the variables? Hurry up. These are three examples. In this example, which one is the variable? Slide is not shown. Why? Nawal, here are the variables with the values. Where is the variable? Students, is there any problem in slideshow? Okay, what happened? Is it PowerPoint slide or GW basic slide? It's PowerPoint slide. I'm showing you the PowerPoint slide. It's clear now? Okay, okay. Now see this one. I am talking about these three examples, right? A minus 3, B is 8, and X is 20 divided by 2. Which are the variables in these slides? Yes, Ahmad, good. Nawal, only A is the variable. Yes, Alishba, very good. These are the variables and these are the values, right? This is the variable and this is the value. It means that you have a block in the memory with the name of A, in which the 3 resides there. Okay? टेक एग्जाम्पल ऑफ अ कॉमन लाइफ. आप जिस घर में रहते हैं उस घर का कोई ना कोई नंबर होगा. वो नंबर हमेशा सेव होता है, वो एड्रेस होता है आपका. उस एड्रेस पे कितने लोग रहते हैं, उनके क्या एजेस हैं, कितने मेंबर्स हैं, दैट इज़ नॉट इम्पॉर्टेंट फॉर द एड्रेस, बट द एड्रेस इज़ इम्पॉर्टेंट, राइट? आपकी लोकेशन, आपका एड्रेस इम्पॉर्टेंट है. लेकिन जब यहाँ पर ए हमने दे दिया है, ए का मतलब ये है कि मेमोरी में एक एड्रेस बन गया, एक लोकेशन बन गई जिसमें ये 3 जाकर सेव हो जाएगा. ठीक है? सेम लाइक एड्रेस, जैसे हम किसी को अपना एड्रेस बताते हैं तो क्या हम उसे उसके फैमिली मेम्बर्स बताते हैं? नो, उस घर में कौन रह रहा है हम ये नहीं बताते, बट हम क्या बताते हैं? एड्रेस। मेमोरी में भी इसी तरह से ये एड्रेस इंडिकेट होता है, एड्रेस लोकेट होता है। जब आप इस वैल्यू को निकालना चाहेंगी तो आप उसका एड्रेस बताएंगी, ठीक है। सो दीज आर द वेरिएबल्स विच आर स्टोर्ड इन द मेमोरी विद द वैल्यूज, दीज आर द वैल्यूज, राइट? दीज आर द वैल्यूज 20 by 2, 8, 3, these are the values, but these variables are actually the address of these values. Is it clear? Okay, अब मैं थोड़ा सा इसमें शेयर करूंगी बेसिक। बेसिक स्क्रीन नजर आ रही है आप लोगों को? क्लियर स्क्रीन? एक हम इसमें छोटा सा एक प्रोग्राम बनाते हैं, वो प्रोग्राम आप लोग अपने पास नोट कीजिए पहले। नवाल, अब क्लियर है? ठीक है, प्रोग्राम मैं बना रही हूँ, आप लोग मेरे साथ ये प्रोग्राम अपनी कॉपी पर लिखिए और इसमें फिर मैं आपको बताऊंगी कि मिस्टेक्स कैसे करते हैं हम, एरर्स क्या आते हैं, वो सारी चीज़ें मैं आपको बताऊंगी, ठीक है। तो आप ये प्रोग्राम अपने साथ लिखिए। यस Hamad, you can use that. And if you have basic in your computers, you can write directly on your computers. Acha. First of all, I'll give auto. By auto command, I am giving the line numbers. Now, the first problem is this static, right? The first problem is this static. Why the static is appears here? Why this static appears here? The static means that the previous program is present in your memory and it is in your memory, the previous program which I wrote in the previous one, like print line number 10, print the name. That was the first program. And if I am not going to clear the memory, the second program will merge with the first program. And this static indicates that I have not cleared the memory before starting the program. For stopping the line number, I will use control break. For stopping the line numbers, we use control break. Write it down. To stop the line numbers, we use control break. Right? ये आपका प्रोग्राम मैंने स्टार्ट किया और पहला एरर आ गया। वो एरर क्या है? स्टैटिक। ये एरर है। क्यों है ये? पिछला प्रोग्राम जो मैंने बनाया था वो मेमोरी में अभी मौजूद है, ठीक है। तो सबसे पहले मेमोरी को क्लियर करने के लिए आई विल यूज न्यू कमांड। न्यू मीन्स you have to refresh the memory for the second program, ठीक है। राइट इट डाउन। स्टैटिक मीन्स, अच्छा ये पोर्शन आपका अलग ही होगा बेसिक का, प्रैक्टिकल्स का। ये आपका फेयर के साथ नहीं होगा, कीप इन माइंड, ये आपका फेयर वर्क के साथ नहीं होगा। अदर यू कैन मेक इट एट द बैक ऑफ योर कॉपी, बट इन एनी कॉपी, copy 1 or copy 2, at the back of your copy. Make a portion for practical and you can note down the important points there, important commands there. Okay, static means the memory is not refreshed, and for refreshing the memory we use new command. Done? Raise your hands. Static means memory is not refreshed, and to refresh the memory we use new command. Done, everybody? Students, can you hear me? Okay, now I'm again going to start the program with line number. I will give auto again. Now see, there is no static now, right? There is no static now means with the new command, I refresh the memory and then I'll start my second program. Before first program, there is no need to give new command, but before second or third program, when you are making at the same time, you need to give new command. One more thing, one important thing. एंड व्हेन यू राइट एंड, अब इसके बाद आपको एंटर करने की जरूरत नहीं है. प्रेस कंट्रोल ब्रेक टू स्टॉप द प्रोग्राम. कंट्रोल ब्रेक इज यूज टू स्टॉप द प्रोग्राम, राइट? ये प्रोग्राम ठीक है, मैं इसमें कुछ मिस्टेक्स कर रही हूँ ताकि आपको ये पता लगे कि आप किस तरह से उसको मिस्टेक्स को ठीक कर सकते हैं. लेट्स सी, फर्स्ट लाइन इज CLS means clear the screen. Let a is equal to 5 means there is an address of a in which 5 resides there, right? मेमोरी में a के नाम से एक लोकेशन बनेगी जहां पर 5 होगा. 5 का एड्रेस है a, ठीक है. B एड्रेस है 7 के लिए. C में हमने a प्लस b किया है, यानी a और b को हमने प्लस किया है, उसका एड्रेस C है. इसके बाद हमने प्रिंट किया है a की वैल्यू, b की वैल्यू एंड देन C की वैल्यू. अब यहाँ सेंटर में मैंने कॉमास दिए हैं, ठीक है. कॉमा का मतलब ये है कि जब वैल्यू प्रिंट होगी तो 14 कैरेक्टर्स का स्पेस आएगा. राइट इट डाउन. कॉमा गिव्स यू 14 कैरेक्टर स्पेस. कॉमा between the variables gives 14 characters space. 14 characters की space देगा, ठीक है. comma between the variable gives 14 characters space. अब ये प्रोग्राम एंड हो गया, ठीक है. यहाँ पर मैं से ओके के बाद रन करूँगी F2 से क्या हुआ, a की वैल्यू थी 5, b की वैल्यू थी 7 और c में हमने इसको ऐड किया था, यानी a और b को. बीच में स्पेसिंग कितनी आ रही है, 14 कैरेक्टर्स की, राइट? 14 कैरेक्टर्स की स्पेस आ रही है. और अगर मैं सेमी कोलन देती, लेट्स सपोज मैं इसी प्रोग्राम को दोबारा लेती हूँ, F1 से हम लिस्ट लेते हैं. राइट द फंक्शन कीज. F1 इज यूज टू टेक द लिस्ट ऑफ प्रीवियस प्रोग्राम. F1 key is used to see the list of previous program. F2 is used to run the program. It's written on the screen. F1 is list the program. F2 run the program. F3 load and F4 save. Now I am giving here semicolon. semicolon, again wait B, semicolon, C, enter. Now F2, 5, 7 and 12. See, there is no space and with comma we gave 14 characters space. ये प्रोग्राम दोबारा मैं F1 से लिस्ट लूंगी इसकी, F1 प्रेस किया, लिस्ट आ गई. अब ये प्रोग्राम आप लिख लीजिए, ये आप अपने कंप्यूटर्स पे बनाइएगा प्लीज. I have a shortage of time right now. There are only 3 minutes left. Write your attendance in the chat box, and if you have any question, you can ask. Have you all written the program? Write your attendance beta quickly. Write your name. Yes, have you written the program, everybody? ओके बेटा, कल हम इससे बेसिक के मज़ीद कोई प्रोग्राम करेंगे, उसके साथ उसका फ्लो चार्ट इंशाल्लाह करेंगे. जो भी प्रोग्राम मैं बनवाऊंगी, एक्चुअली 10 प्रोग्राम्स आर देयर ऑफ बेसिक. वो फर्स्ट प्रोग्राम, ये दिस वन इज द एग्जांपल. कल मैं आपको एक प्रॉपर प्रोग्राम जो आपकी फाइल का होगा वो बनवाऊंगी और उसके साथ फ्लो चार्ट बनवाऊंगी. तो प्लीज़ मैं कोशिश करूंगी आज लिंक शेयर कर दूं आप लोगों के साथ डाउनलोडिंग के लिए. तो